How can I make progress towards my health goals, especially when my capacity and energy are limited? This is a question that people often ask. It's understandable that if your energy is limited, you might feel overwhelmed, you might not know where to start. It can be a bit like trying to get out of a maze. So in this video, I'm going to share 3 simple steps to help you. Number 1, identify your goals. Number 2, identify where you are right now. Number 3, help you decide what to focus on so that you can gain some momentum. I'll be suggesting you watch some other videos on my channel, so do save this video and come back to it. Hi, my name's Simon Pimenta. I had ME, CFS and fibromyalgia for 8 or 9 years. I went from not being able to walk for 1 minute at times to being able to play sport again, live an active life, work again full time. Had a bit of an injury a while back that has slowed me down a bit, but life is still great. I create videos and free resources for people with ME, CFS, fibromyalgia, long COVID and related conditions, exploring mind-body approaches and practical strategies to help you move towards your goals. So let's get stuck into it. Step 1 is to identify your wildly important goal, or WIG. It's really important that we have a clear goal. Obviously, for many people, that's going to be they want their health, their energy and their life back. Having a WIG can keep you on track, especially if you tend to get caught up in that pattern of boom and bust, getting energy, overdoing it, having a setback. Okay, so think about your WIG, your wildly important goal. Write it down. Remind yourself of it daily, maybe when you wake up, and especially before doing an activity if you know you tend to overdo it. You may even want to just close your eyes and connect to that goal before you do that activity, so that you're keeping that goal in mind and your activity is aligned with your goal. Step 2 is diagnose and understand. So consider the following questions. Number 1, what is the problem? Obviously, for many people, the problem is they have no energy, they have symptoms, and they have a limited life. Consider that if your car isn't working, the first thing a good mechanic will do is diagnose the problem. This is also what your doctor aims to do. Of course, it's really important for you to go to your doctor so that they can exclude any other conditions if you haven't done so. The problem is that many doctors view the body in a very mechanistic way, ignoring the mind-body connection. Human beings are not just machines. Our mind affects our body and our health. So we need to consider the mind-body connection. I'll talk more about that towards the end of this video. So we need to diagnose where you are so you can understand what is keeping you stuck and how to move towards your goals. A starting point for doing that is to do 2 audits. One is called the Resilience Metrics Audit and the second is the Daily Audit. If you'd like to access these audits, click the link below. It doesn't take long to do them and it's going to help you identify some areas to work on. Next question, what information do you need to help you make sense of the condition? In this video, Reasons for Hope, I share the key issues I believe people need to understand, what is keeping them stuck and what can help them move forward. So if you want more clarity, watch the video Reasons for Hope, link below. Next question, what is keeping the problem in place? Ideally, doctors would be able to help identify the factors that are keeping you stuck. But often doctors are at a loss regarding people with ME, CFS, fibromyalgia, long COVID. And they don't know how to help people with these conditions because they've done tests. Often the tests come back normal. Doctor might prescribe some medication, and if that gets you back on track, great. But often I speak to people, they're taking medication, it hasn't helped. Sometimes they're experiencing side effects of the medication. We know that stress hinders recovery, and our stress response can be activated by our mind. So do you understand the mind-body connection? I am going to be making videos exploring the mind-body connection further, sharing what I've learned from doing a course called the Mind-Body Reconnect, created by Claire Caldwell. So if you'd like to watch these videos as they are created, do subscribe, hit the notification button, and you will be notified when I release the new videos, and comment MBR below, and I'll share the link to the first video and the playlist when it's ready. Next question, what are your particular stressors? It might be other people. If so, check out the videos on dealing with others. It might be self-inflicted. So for example, if someone's very self-critical, then they have a poor relationship to themselves. If that describes you, then check out the playlist on self-compassion and watch those videos. Again, link below. Might be there's some environmental factors, for example, mold, noisy neighbours. So consider those factors. Other people, are there aspects of you that are getting in your own way, or are there environmental factors that you need to address? Next question, what strategies for navigating ME, CFS, long COVID, fibromyalgia do you have? For example, what is your approach to energy and activity? Some people focus on managing their energy. They focus on feeling safe, and that's completely understandable if your energy is limited. Your emotional brain wants you to be safe and fulfilled. Some people focus on the safety aspect, so they're very cautious about doing activity. They feel anxious, they're rigid about managing their energy. And that can actually create more stress in the body and deplete our energy. So it can keep us stuck in that place of safety. I know someone who literally decided to stay in bed the whole time, and they did that for a couple of months, didn't really get them the results they wanted. And actually, when they changed their strategy, they started to make some progress. I'll keep talking and I'll give you some insights into what helped that person. So consider that your emotional brain will send emotions and symptoms if you're not meeting your needs. And I'll talk more about that in this video where I talk about the MBR approach soon. So for example, when I had ME/CFS, at times I was too rigid. I was too strict on myself. I was trying really hard to get well, but then part of me would rebel, and then I'd stay up late not caring about my structures, and then I'd have a setback. Okay, so we need to find a balanced approach. The other thing that can happen is when people do get energy, they go a bit gung-ho, they spend all their energy, they use more energy than they have, and of course that leads to setbacks. It leads us to get stuck in that pattern of boom and bust, which can literally hinder your recovery. What is your strategy for building energy? Do you understand how to do that? Again, if you want more information on that, check out the playlists on energy, link below. Next question, what are your beliefs and mindset? Are they supporting you or are they keeping you back? Do you have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset? Do you know the difference? Are you pessimistic? Are you optimistic? Consider that optimists have better outcomes than pessimists. Often when I work with people, they say to me, yeah, I'm a really upbeat, positive person, but they start to realise when we start to work together that they're not as optimistic or upbeat as they thought. And actually they're more prone to unhelpful stress type thinking than they realised. So again, check out the playlist on mindset. Next question, how do you manage your symptoms? Do you tend to stress about symptoms? Do you tend to embrace and accept those symptom sensations? Again, if you want more resources on this, check out the playlist on acceptance, link below. Next question, what habits do you have in place already? What habits do you need to keep doing to support your progress? So in summary of step 2, which is diagnose and understand, are you clear about where you are right now? What factors are helping and hindering? For example, as I've mentioned, if you have energy and then you overdo it, go into boom and bust, that can be hindering your recovery. If when people are judgmental, you tend to bottle things up, then that can cause more stress in your body. See the playlist on emotions for more strategies. For example, if people are people pleasers, perfectionists, worriers, overachievers, self-critical, that's causing more stress in the body, that's hindering your body's attempts to heal. And we also need to consider what factors are helping. What are the things we're doing already that are useful? So step 3 is creating an action plan. So I invite you to consider what are 1 to 3 clear actionable steps you can take once you've identified your goals and where you are right now. And as I say, doing the audit can help that. So what steps you need to take to help you close the gap between where you are and where you want to be? What is the number 1 habit you need to stop doing that's getting in the way? What's the number 1 habit you need to cultivate to help you move forward. So I invite you to create a simple action plan, 1 to 3 steps, and then to think about what are the daily steps I'm going to take. We want to keep it simple. We want to start small. Ensure there's time for connecting to yourself, connecting to others, especially connecting to that part of you that is wise, being able to be grounded and present. Okay? Ensure you've got some time for some fun, some stimulation, for example, learning. So consider what tools you need. Are there some tools that are missing from your toolbox? I've mentioned a lot of free resources. Don't try and watch all those videos at once. Just focus on the area that you think will be most useful for you right now. On my Building Resilience course, we go deeper into what tools you need to cultivate safety, to build a healthy relationship to yourself, how to tap in to your inner wisdom, how to heal the wounds that you have that may result in those adaptive behaviours, people pleasing, being a perfectionist, being a worrier, overachiever, being self-critical, how to work with the mind-body connection, and lots more. If you'd like help with this, I'm happy to have a free chat with you, which is no obligation, no charge. So if you'd like that, comment chat below or send me a message. If you'd like to join a supportive community of resilience builders, join my Facebook group, link below. Also, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. If you've got any questions, get in touch. Keep going, you've got this. Wishing you great health. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.